Hello, my wonderful Capricorns. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay. Okay, guys, we have the runner, okay? Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. Okay. So, Capricorn, you may be in what feels like a runner chaser dynamic. This could be something of your past, something that you're walking away from. But it does seem to me that you may be inquiring about someone who is in this very non confrontational energy. Okay, so they are avoiding maybe an issue that you guys are facing, or this could even be a case of ghosting here. But it does say fear of intimacy, listening to ego. So it could even be a case of self sabotage. I just feel that this is someone who is in a bit of an avoidant energy. So they're not necessarily being upfront about how they're feeling. It could be someone who is thinking of you, but they're not being vocal about it. Okay. Let's see. So we have the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck here, and we have the Five of Swords. This is someone who's extremely conflicted about a bond. Okay, with the Ten of Cups and the Five of Swords, that's feeling very connected to someone or feeling like you have, made future plans or future goals with someone that you feel very drawn to, very connected to, but you're feeling conflicted because of the outcome, or you're feeling conflicted because you feel like the plans that you have made are not necessarily being followed through. It seems to me that this person is thinking of you and feeling connected to you, but there's a lot of conflict of things not going their way, or this connection, ending up at a space that they did not anticipate it to. Hmm. I feel like for some of you, this could also be, an individual that you were in a higher level of commitment with, and there could have been some sort of an argument about this connection. So, like whether it's you have given this person an ultimatum, or you have told them that you wanted more in this, connection, or you wanted to work on something. It's like they feel like there is some sort of, it could be that they're reminded of a conflict that you guys had about this connection, or like I said a minute ago, it's just feeling conflicted about the connection as a whole. Okay. So let's see how they're viewing you this week. Seven of Swords. They may be viewing you in a very strategic energy. And hear me out, Capricorn. This is how they're viewing you, so it doesn't make it true. But what I see here is this may be someone who feels like you were either dishonest with them, okay, or as of currently, you are being very strategic. So you're not really showing them your cards. You're not really showing them what you're up to. If they have any outlet to kind of have a peek at what it is that you're up to, maybe they feel like you're being very strategic in terms of you're not publicizing, whether it's you're in a new connection, or whether it's whatever it is that you're up to. They feel like they can't really figure you out, okay? But there is some sort of dishonesty that is impacting them. I can read this two ways. They can view you as someone who has been dishonest with them, or is currently being dishonest with them, or they feel like some sort of dishonesty is affecting you. Okay, so like some sort of dishonesty from their end, because the Seven of Swords could also be like a guilty conscience. Like if this person feels like they have been dishonest with you, they may assume that you are doing the same thing, or you are focused on, what they're focused on. So it could be someone who is feeling like I wasn't completely truthful, with Capricorn, but that's weighing very heavily on their mind. The main thing that I'm getting is dishonesty impacting this person. Okay, so whether it's they're viewing you in that light, or, they feel that they have been, dishonest with you. Knight of Cups in the Chariot, in the challenge position. Seems to me that this person wants to tell you how they feel. Knight of Cups could also be read as like an apology. But initially, what I was getting here is someone who wants to have a conversation where they're able to kind of lay their feelings out on the table. With the Chariot, they are wanting some sort of progress, but here's what I will say. They feel like you guys are not on the same page at all. The Chariot could speak about, it's a very black and white energy. So it could be two very different energies coming together, but they feel like there's something here that's very important in this connection, but you guys are not seeing eye to eye. Because the energy of the Chariot is needing to accept both sides of a story so that you can move forward, right? And it could feel very different. So this person, they're viewing you as someone who has like an opposing mindset, in comparison to theirs, or again, they're just viewing the both of you as not being on the same page, and they feel like that is what is creating a block when it comes to having some sort of progress here. I feel like this person wants to tell you how they feel, but a part of them is having a hard time accepting the differences or accepting that there's something that you may not be willing to change. Okay. And it doesn't have to be negative, Capricorn. It could be something about your belief system. It could just be, your morals, or maybe you told this person exactly what you want and you told them you're not willing to settle for anything less, right? So there's this energy of them feeling like, what can I say to change Capricorn's mind? Like, what can I really do at this point to mend the conflict or the differences that we have? They do have emotions for you, although the fact that you guys are very different or you want very different things is being highlighted this week. Okay, Capricorn. And we do have Cancerian energy, and that is your opposing sign in Western astrology. So for some of you, it could be that there's a very, deep connection between you both, but then there are also a lot of disagreements that may feel like they're a deal breaker. Like there's something here you're not willing to change or tolerate, and this person doesn't know how to undo that or change your mind about it. I hope that makes sense. And I do see it as, wanting to tell you how they feel. I do see it as someone who has a lot of emotions for you, but there's a part of them that feels like, I need to walk away from this because it's getting too difficult, or I need to walk away from this because the differences are being highlighted here. And if I'm being completely transparent, I feel like your person is struggling with figuring out how to see past those differences this week. So, the way that you're viewing them, Four of Cups, there could be something that is causing you to feel very impatient with this situation. You view this person as someone who is not happy with the current dynamic, but you also view them as someone who's not going to do anything about it. Four of Cups is an energy of not being happy in the present moment, but you're kind of just sulking, or you're kind of sitting in your sorrow, and you're not really thinking about your next move. And the reason for that is because there's either too much of a focus on the past, or there's an energy of being up in your head more than living in your reality. And I know that sounds a bit bizarre, guys, but that's what the Four of Cups speaks about. It's kind of like when you're fantasizing or you're dreaming about what could be. But you're missing what's in front of you. That's why she's not seeing the cup that's in front of her there. So I do feel like this is someone, you're viewing them as possibly not being happy with how things are going between the both of you, but you also don't see much action from them. You don't feel like they're trying to find a solution, or figure out, well, how do I fix this with Capricorn? Okay. And I will say there's something here that you're becoming very impatient with. So whether it's a waiting game, whether it's you're getting tired of this person running, and with the runner card, you're getting tired of them avoiding the situation anytime it gets difficult. Okay. Some of you want this person to handle things in more of a grown manner. Okay. So you may feel like their response to things here is very immature. Okay. So we have the Nine of Wands in your feelings. You may have this person blocked, or you're very guarded towards them. Like you've set very clear boundaries. There could even be a lack of trust. Being very careful with what you share with them, especially if you're communicating with them. And if you're not communicating with them, maybe you're very careful with what you're publicizing, in the current moment. Ace of Cups. Some of you want something new for yourself, okay? Or I'll give you another scenario. You may wish for a new beginning with this person because you still feel connected to them, although there's a lack of trust. And maybe that is the very thing that is causing you to believe, well, how am I supposed to have a new beginning if I don't trust this individual? It's like that energy of feeling guarded towards someone, but you still have emotions for them because emotions are not something that leave overnight. So there may be a little bit of regret when it comes to how things transpired between the both of you, but I don't think you're comfortable enough to allow them to see how you feel. Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands. Some of you are, there's an energy of looking out for yourself. Nine of Cups is selfish energy in a positive way, right? So it's like doing the things that you love, or you feel like focusing on yourself is going to help you manifest new love, which that is very true, right? So with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, I do see for some of you and the Nine of Cups, you could just be focusing on yourself this week. You could be doing things that make you happy, but in hopes that you can manifest something new for yourself. Even if it's not new love, Capricorn, it could just be an exciting new beginning, or wanting to travel, or like wanting to just make new connections, because there's something about you feeling very consumed, okay, by this person, or by this connection here. And there's like this energy of wanting change. So some of you could be stepping out of your comfort zone or creating that change on your own. Nine of Cups is also a very independent energy here. And I'm being called to tell you guys that, like, a very tough cycle is coming to an end with the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. You are walking towards wish fulfillment, or something that you have been manifesting for quite some time is coming in for you. It's almost like a finally moment for you. Like, Nine of Cups is when you finally feel like it's your turn to be happy, when you finally feel like things are working out in your favor, when you finally feel like the things that you're asking for are coming into fruition for you. Okay. So the Knight of Cups is being clarified by the Four of Swords, Chariot, the Death card. I do feel like this person is thinking about, telling you how they feel, but with the Chariot as well as a Death card, you definitely have someone here who is in a very avoidant energy, right? So the reason why I say they're thinking about communicating with you is the Knight of Cups is being clarified by the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords is not really an action-oriented energy. It's when you're in a period of solitude. It's when you are trying to heal from what has, occurred. And the Chariot is being clarified by the Death card. So there's like this energy of the differences being highlighted, but this person feels like they have to accept what has changed. There's a part of them that feels like they have to let go. Do I think it's easy for them? No, but I also feel, in a way, they feel like it's easier to avoid what is going on or run from it, or that is how they feel this week. So it's not to say they're not going to stop and think about how they feel, or, even when you're running from your issues, you can only run for so long, right, Capricorn? But I do see that this is definitely someone who's like avoiding what is going on between the both of you. And they feel like in order to accept an ending, they have to completely avoid it. So it doesn't make it true, right? Usually to accept something, you have to get the critical thinking done, even if it doesn't feel great. But I feel like this is a week where they're like, when I think about Capricorn, or when I think about that connection, I feel very hurt. So I'm not going to think about it at all, or I'm going to do something, use something as a distraction here. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Three of Swords. Yep, in their feelings. And we have the King of Pentacles. This person is very torn. They're very hurt over you with that King of Pentacles and Three of Swords energy. Three of Swords, King of Pentacles is someone, every time they think of you, there's some sort of hurt associated with that. Like, it could be when they think of you, it's the fact that you guys are not together anymore. It could be the fact that, when they think of you, they feel like you're entertaining someone new, right? The thoughts could obviously vary, but Three of Swords and King of Pentacles is someone who feels like there is something they need to heal. Why? Because when they think of you or the connection that they have with you, it still hurts. It's still, bringing up some sort of emotions that they have kept suppressed here. And it makes sense because this could be the reason why they're running from it. Ten of Pentacles in their feelings, and the Lovers. Wow. Seems to me that this person feels like they had something very stable with you, A, or B, they were very close to attaining that. Because King of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles is not only someone viewing you as commitment material, because we have the Lovers there, guys, That is someone who is viewing you as like a soulmate, but the lovers boils down to choices. So this could be someone who's like, okay, well, I was so close to being in a commitment with Capricorn, but there's something about choices that were impacting this bond, whether it's not, the inability to make a choice to actually commit to you, or it could be another choice that they made along the way, Seven of Swords, that has affected this connection. So the choices are being highlighted, but they're still viewing you as someone that they feel extremely connected to. So you have someone here who feels connected to you, and they feel like you are a soulmate, but they're hurt by where you guys currently are. So they're trying not to think about you, they're trying to avoid the situation. We have the World card, okay, and the Nine of Swords and the potential outcome. That's stressing out about a cycle that is closing out. That is stressing out about a cycle more so that has closed out, because we have the Death card as well as the World card here. So, in the potential outcome, do I see your person being very worried or stressed out by the fact that you guys are not speaking? Yes. But a part of them feels like it's easier not to think about it because there's so much pain associated with it. And you may not agree with that, Capricorn, but this is their emotions, right? The World card being clarified by the Eight of Cups, Nine of Swords, the Temperance. I do see you walking away in the potential outcome. Like, even if you have already walked away from this person, guys, the World card and the Eight of Cups is accepting that, okay, I've tried time and time again, but I need to let this go. Because if I continue being in a bond that is not working, then, it's only going to backfire on me, right? And the Eight of Cups is kind of giving me the energy of the Runner card. So for some of you, you genuinely feel like you need to walk away from this person because of the avoidant energy. That's something that's coming through very persistently. So for some of you, the issue is, not being able to work with someone because they are constantly avoiding issues, or they're constantly running when things get difficult. With the Nine of Swords and the Temperance, I do see there's going to be a lot of worry because of this ending, but your person is going to try their best to make peace of it, make peace with it, or focus on how they could turn the bad into good. But I do see that there's going to be a lot of using things as a distraction or running from the issue at first before they get to this point. And the main thing I see in the potential outcome, take it how it resonates, is an energy walking away from a situation because they feel that I cannot work with someone who constantly runs. I cannot work with someone or be together with someone where anytime there's an obstacle, they just fall off the face of the earth. That's not a partnership. Okay. So, my wonderful Capricorns, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.